Well, it was Pete Carroll's weekly press conference today, and it was a little bit difficult to parse Pete. There weren't a lot of
Wasn't much there.
Not really, just some specifics, and the specifics in particular, the main one was not good, and it's that Doug Baldwin, who, my Lord, has been through the trials of Job so far this year. His teeth knocked out, injury here. Turns out, has a high ankle sprain, the dreaded high ankle sprain, to the point where, look, we've heard about those keeping guys out all year. Pete Carroll said he's going to miss a couple of weeks. But that winds up to me being the big news out of today, Bob, is finding out that Baldwin, who really hadn't been able to play too much because of how beat up he's been, but when he did, immediately looked like a security blanket for Russell Wilson and someone he can throw to. At a time where we're talking about expanding the offense, throwing the ball more, he's going to have to do it without one of his most effective receivers.
Yeah, and that was already a position of concern for this team. We'd already talked about, the lack of production, how much do you put on the play calling, how much you put on the receivers. Obviously, last week was a big story with the drop passes, but, receiving core had been a concern with a healthy Baldwin. You didn't feel like it was up to snuff maybe on a lot of levels. So now you're in a position where he's out for a couple of weeks. Charlie Martin will take that spot right now, but moving forward, what are you going to do? I mean, we brought up Dwayne Bowe before, and I would imagine that those guys are at minimum making calls just to see, hey, is he truly available, and if so, what's it going to take? But they need to figure out a way to get this passing game going, and Baldwin's absence clearly doesn't help. But they need to be able to support this offense a little bit more, open it up just a touch more, get Sidney Rice, a guy that you brought over here, there's a reason you paid him the money you paid him, to be a factor. So far he hasn't. The passing game hasn't been a factor, and this doesn't help at all.
They're targeting him 5 times a game. They need to do more of that. You know what'll be interesting, though, and I think we'll have a better idea of it after this weekend game with Detroit. Detroit throws the ball the most. The Seahawks throw it the least going into the game. And the results of this game, if that passing game still struggles, even though it's on the road and it's been tougher for Russell Wilson on the road, but in a dome, in a climate-controlled situation there, not against an elite defense. The trade deadline was moved back. It's still not late enough, but at least it's not till the 30th, day before Halloween. They'll have this game in and have an idea. Really have a sense. All right, we don't have Baldwin. We don't even know. They were talking about the other side of the receiver. What are we going to see, Tate or Edwards on the other side?
Well, they said that battle continues.
Yeah, competition continues, right?
Competition Wednesday. Tate and Braylon Edwards
are going at it.
Are battling.
If they go, regardless of what happens there, and with Rice, if they don't get production out of it, I think they've got a real clear thing. John Schneider does. We got 4 days to do something about this with someone else, and I would expect that they would do something. Pete talked about being okay with the receiver core. Well, look, when the year started, he brought in 4 super veterans almost, I'd call them.
Antonio Bryant, Terrell Owens, Braylon Edwards, and Kellen Winslow.
Right, and of those 4, only Edwards has made the team, and he's not playing all that much. He's not contributing all that much. So they weren't happy with the receiving core before the year started. They wouldn't have tried to add all those guys, or they'd be on the team, in my opinion, if they were good. So why stop now? You still are looking at a year. This is not a 2-5 team. It's a 4-3 team, depending on what happens in that Detroit game. Why stop now? You've got a chance at the playoffs this year, and I would think that if the receivers don't step up, Wilson, whatever, I'm not blaming anyone for it, but passing game doesn't step up, there may be a new wideout for the Seahawks in 2 weeks.
How about just a little help for the passing game? Just a little.
5 more passes. That's all we ask.